I had to shed some light on this Facebook page called Relationship Talk 2.0. Now, this page has been around for a while now. I see all type of nonsense on it. A lot of self-hatred, a lot of black men and black women downgrading each other. And I'm not doing this video to expose anybody or expose people within this group, but I'm doing this video to bring awareness and show people how we disrespect each other and how we need to stop it, and how we put certain judgments and certain labels on each other, because you don't see other communities doing this, but it seems like within the black community we feel comfortable tearing down each other, disrespecting each other on a public forum. I mean, look at this picture here. Little black baby mama tainted sluts be like, I need a real man. He needs to have a 30K plus car, needs to make six figures, have no kids, 765 credit score, accept my kids, college degree, own house, not be a mama's boy and want to be married because I'm a good what? I'm a good woman, and I'm worthy of a real man. And she got the picture of this was a sister, I believe last year sometime, was on the news, and I think she had like, I think shit, 15 kids, something like that. I think I did a video on that too. I mean, that's her personal opinion, but it's like, damn, nobody else does that to their people. And for you guys that are not aware of this, you have a lot of white women out here who are baby mamas too. They were the first ones. You have a lot of single parent white women out here that are no good mothers that have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. But see, they don't show you that. What they show you is the picture of this. They show you the picture of the black woman. Let's scroll on down. And I haven't previously looked at this or anything. I'm just scrolling down and letting you guys take a look at the stupidity and the ignorance from some of our people. Accountability. I keep hearing this word tossed around like folks drinking water, but it's usually towards women only up in here. That's not correct English, but okay. So I'm going to be accountable today. I allow myself to be involved in fertile relationships with black men, even though I knew they weren't about shit. Even though I hold myself accountable, I am not negative about black men. I don't use these experiences to write off all black men. That's good. And then she goes on and on. That's just her, that sister right there, acknowledging that she has made a mistake. And that's another thing we don't see within our community, those brothers and sisters that have made mistakes, made poor decisions, come on and say, you know what, that was a mistake I made. I'm not going to hold that baggage and blame every black man for my mistake, or blame every black woman for my shortcomings. And I think that's something that we have to step up on, because a lot of people don't want to take responsibility for their actions nowadays. That's not just within the black community, that's people in general. People do not want to take responsibilities nowadays. If you lay down with a woman, take care of your responsibilities as a father. If you create a child with a man that you knew was no good, that's the consequence you have to deal with. Now you are stuck with this character for the rest of your life. And that's why it's important to make wise decisions. Single mothers are whores with babies. The men are not to blame for trashing these whores out. First of all single mothers are not whores. There's certain situations. You have some women that became single mothers and they were married. Things didn't work out. Maybe the father neglected his responsibility, or maybe he's still in the kid's life, but she's just a single mother, because it is more of a job when kids are solely in your custody, opposed to, you might come around on the weekend, or however you guys got it set up to where the father or the mother visits the kids. But that's a generalization right here that I don't think should have been rolled. But hey, this is the type of attitude in this room. I mean, this room is, ridiculous. And I was going to, somebody added me to this room and I was going to delete myself out, but, I come every now and then just to see what's going on and to just analyze some of the thoughts that are on some of our people's minds. It's crazy, man. Fellas, I'm curious to know, do you guys prefer natural women? What's your preference on natural hair? Locks, afro, both, do tell. At least this sister came with some actual conversation. And that's another thing, I've addressed that in a lot of my videos and everything. You know, I don't I don't necessarily think you're a good black woman or you're some soul sister because you decide to wear locks or you decide to be natural with your hair. You know, your conversation, your actions, and your integrity is going to show that about you. And I think that's a very misconception. A lot of black women think, well, men are going to respect me more. They're going to have a certain perception of me if I wear locks and I be natural and I act like Sister Soul and all that. You know, if you're a tacky woman, you're a tacky woman. It doesn't matter what type of hairstyle you have. And then on to the weaves. You know, I do think that some of our sisters are a little ridiculous with some of these weaves. Some of you guys do go overboard with it. But at the same time, I don't judge a woman because she decides to put a piece in her hair or you know, wear a weave. And I've expressed in a video that I did that, you know, our people are very creative. We're some of the most creative people in the world, if not the most creative. So it's natural for us to want to, you know, have style and for us to, you know, be creative with our hair, with our clothes, or you know, just creative in general. That's where we come from. So you know, I don't see why a lot of people get upset with, you know, women wearing pieces. Now, if you're doing it because you have self-hatred, or you're doing it because you just don't like yourself, or you want to play into certain stereotypes, and that's a different story. But every woman that wears weave does not hate herself, and you brothers got to cut that bullshit out. If you don't know these women personally, don't judge. But they got Tommy on here with a t-shirt that says, I love white women. Oh, man. Shit. Your brother Tommy, man, he get attacked all different ways. And, you know, I mean, I understand why some people have questions with some of the things that he says. And, you know, there's times I don't really watch Tommy like that, but every now and then when I do check him out, you know, there's some times where, you know, he's dead on. He's on point. And I think he said he's kind of brutally honest, so a lot of times people get turned off by him. And then there's times where I don't agree with him. Sometimes I think he comes from a disrespectful point of view, and sometimes I think he has certain issues with black women to where he lashes out in a way that I don't think he's fully aware of. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We all know about Tommy. Got 131 comments on this. It's crazy, man. But you know, this type of stuff goes on in this room. It's nothing new. I've seen a lot of posts, you know, with Tommy in it. Got Nicki Minaj cooning ass on here. Let's see what this brother wrote. Your relationship, you've been talking to a new potential and you've decided to go on a date. I ain't reading that shit. Will F. Hunt. Actually, I got into it with this brother here. It was something simple too, but you know, the brother, you know, he came at me the wrong way, and for you guys that know me personally, you know, I don't take no bullshit. You come at me the wrong way, I will check you. And I got into him about something. It was something stupid too, but you know, it is what it is. He went his way, I went my way. See what this cat put. Fellas, you're at a bar and you see a lady looking sad and depressed because her man just dumped her. What do you do? A, slide her your number. Try to try to console her, buy her a few shots. That's some tricking shit. Not your business. I mean, me personally, to answer the brother's question, um, it really depends on my mood. It depends on the vibe I'm catching from her. She's sitting and she looks like she kind of has an attitude. She's kind of standoffish, or she's letting her current situation take over itself. Then I'm not going to approach her because I don't need that in my life, because she'll probably say something slick. And I'm pretty good with women. I know how to make women laugh. I know how to make women feel comfortable. But if she says something slick to me, I know myself, and it's not gonna be good. So it really just depends. It really does. But brothers and sisters, we gotta stop disrespecting each other on the public forum. This is a whole group that, I see women posting things talking about they hate black men, and I'm going with a white man now. And I see the brothers posting the same thing, and I see brothers still on that 2000 and what 11 bullshit they was on, talking about women in different countries and how they're better, or Brazilian chicks. So I mean, we got to stop this, because nobody else doesn't. We have to start respecting each other. There's an issue that you have with another black woman or another black man, you talk to each other as an adults. And I think that a lot of times when it comes between the black community and the whole this so-called bullshit gender war that's going on out here, we listen to each other in order to respond, but not to understand. And sometimes you have to sit back and you have to listen to different point of views, listen to somebody that you might not always agree with, listen to the opposite sex, listen to that, that black man or that black woman, and understand where they're coming from. Not saying you're going to agree on everything, but understand where they're coming from. Not to respond, not to rebuttal, not to go against what they said, but to understand. And that was why I did that video on, when I talked about the gender war. I talked about we have an issue with understanding each other, not with responding back. We quick to do that and ridicule each other, but we don't understand each other. And I think that's the issue that we need to take care of. That's an ugly motherfucker right there. She buff as hell. Like, whoop my ass. But what the hell? Lord have mercy. But that's all I want to say, man. Let's start respecting each other. Let's start loving each other. Let's start controlling our dollar. Let's start building economical growth, and let's start building black families. But I'm out, y'all. Peace.